What's up everybody, I'm Abatage and welcome back to the Banner Saga. Now we left off here last time, but the previous battle I actually had to redo it because when I restarted the game after the last episode, it started me back a little bit. So if the promotions and all that sort of thing, which we haven't been able to get to yet, are a bit different from last time, that's why. So I had to just redo it again. So I quickly went through it. I didn't bother filming it because I just wanted to get us back up to this point. And it was only really that last battle. I still made the same choices, all that kind of thing. There was like one or two choices on like breaking through the gate, that sort of thing. So we're back here with Ekil. What in the depths are you doing? Letting ourselves in. I see that. I'm very impressed. But all those people you just let in here, dead. All those women and children with you, dead. And thanks for killing the only ones holding this place together, Skarl. What are you talking about? The man orders his guards to get the doors closed again before more refugees notice. If I knew there were fighters and Varl outside, I would have brought you in. I'm Ekil. I'm in charge here. You heard about the chieftain? We heard he's hiding out in the Great Hall. Oh really? You think you mean hiding out in a grave? He's eating worms, if that wasn't clear. What happened in here? Soon as they heard Dredge were coming, anyone who couldn't swing an axe got one to the head. That's the short story, anyway. At least 3 clans in here warring over turf and food, and the worst are the god-forsaken Varl. He eyes Ivor and shrugs with exaggeration as if simply stating the obvious. We're in more danger here than out there. Look, I was in charge here before things went to crap. You've got some people who can fight. You've got a Varl who apparently has the strength of a god. I can keep your flock safe in the Great Hall. You fight for me and to take back Frostvalor. I don't take sides. Too hard to tell when the good guys have become the bad. Fine. Cut these sheep loose and watch your own asses. What do I care? All I want to do right now is get out of the damned streets. Think carefully about what you want. So this one, I went one way which was quite a significant branching path, and this time I'm going to do a different way. I'm not going to tell you which one because you can go figure it out yourself, but you'll see which one I choose this time, sure, but I'm not going to tell you what I did before. But right now I'm going to say we'll join you for now. Good, because whatever else we're thinking would have been a bad idea. You were thinking. Ekil shouts to his men, and with the gates closed you follow him down obscured alleys. Hope we know what we're doing. Making it up as we go, Ivor. So yeah, this series of events I haven't actually played before with Ekil in this way, because last time I took a different route. So this could be interesting. But right now, it looks like we're heading back over to Ubin and Hakon, which will be good. Little change of pace. Hakon, we're back. I was able to get about as many warriors from Strand as you wanted, and more weapons. Extra supplies, too. Ooh, plus 100 Varl, plus 100 fighters, 200 supplies! Good work, Moger. You perk up just now realizing Moger has been talking to you. Since Vognir died, everyone has been looking to you to make the decisions. It's exhausting. So we are now playing as Hakon. Hakon? I heard you, what were you saying? Sorry, just tired, go on. What were you saying? I was saying the Varl we sent to Strand have returned. The governor gave us most of what we wanted. Good enough. Much resistance from the governor? Some. I don't think he was happy about us buying his fighters using his own money. He also insisted we take on a lackey of his to watch over his property, a man named Eirik. Eirik? I met him. He seemed competent enough. Good on you, Ubin. Regardless, the governor will have to get over it unless he wants Dredge crawling through the streets. We've put down every slag that has wandered through here while you were gone. Enough flapping of the mouths, then. You sure that wound has healed, Luden? I agree. Enough has already gone wrong. If something happens to the prince on a mission of peace, the alliance would rot. Or worse. So do we send him off on his own to go home? Do we let him do whatever? Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to say Ludum makes his own decisions, because again, I made a different decision last time, and it had a little bit of an impact, I think. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with this. We would only be made to do this again later, and I will not suffer it all a second time. Either take us through the wandering road, or do your job and slaughter some dredge. Bleh. Luden turns abruptly with a scowl. He stamps back to his ring of tents and followers. Wandering road's not an option with this many. I could crush that boy's skull with one hand. If Luden won't be deterred, you'll have to deal with it. Don't let Luden get to you. Let's go, I'm sick of looking at this dump. What do I tell the warriors, Hakon? Okay. Now... Oh, I wish I could look at the map right now, because I can't remember some of these. This is a little bit different from last time, so... Tell them to be cautious, no more losses. Tell them we cover the mountainside in dredge bodies. Tell them we don't stop until Schlid is retaken. I can't remember where that is. I'm going to tell them we don't stop until it is retaken. Glad to hear it. Give the word and we'll set off. Now I'm going to have to double check on the map to see where that is and where that's going to lead us. So let's do that right now before we have some conversations. And this is interesting because now we've got past most of the introductory stuff and we're getting into the more divergent path type stuff. So, so Schlid is up here. Okay, so we're going to head up that way. Nice. Because that is different to last time, so... Yeah, but like I said, I'm not going to go on about it. The choices I make in this one are purposely different to the choices I've made before. So if they seem like weird choices, it's because they're not necessarily the ones I would make naturally. Because I've already done those when I first played through the game. This is more to see an alternative kind of route through the story. And I'm not going to tell you what happens with the other route because I think it's interesting for you to find out for yourself. So let's have a little talk here. I'd ask how you were dealing with Vognir's death, but I already know the answer. Do you? Steady old Mogr, which is good. I know most of these Val, but they're not under my command. They came to follow Vognir. Tell you the truth, I wouldn't want to be in your position either. Let's see. Anything you can tell me about the caravan? Throw together this many Val. Half of them want to hit each other, the rest want to be left alone. Anyone I should keep an eye on? There's a couple of clan leaders trying to show off for each other. Not a big deal, I've got it under control. The fighters we just got from Strand aren't bad, but they're unruly. Give it a few days. And there are a few moaning about fighting for you, instead of Vognir. These are the ones to worry about. Those are the ones. What about Luden's men? They don't want to hear anything from me, I know that. Any problems? Could be. Luden's pet Val is named Bersi. I'm not sure where he comes from or what his deal is. Bastard knows how to fight, but there's something I don't like about him. His girl in red is scary too, Irsa. She's probably the best fighter Luden's got, to be honest. I've overheard some of the Val call her the Witch. Why? The flaming arrows, I think. It's a good trick, but the fire upsets our Val more than the dredge. Still doesn't make much sense. Witch? They're not scholars, Hakon. I think they're mostly just afraid of her. That makes more sense. Don't let her find out. Haven't you ever wanted to be in command? More than I am? Any more rope and I'd hang myself. I doubt that. I forget you weren't around back then. At one point I had more rope. I hung myself. So no, I'm not interested in command. It's all yours. Thanks. You think we're walking into a death trap? This many Val? No, we should be alright. Things could get rough though. I don't like being the one to send Val to their deaths. I like worrying about myself, and that's the extent of it. You would have expected Vognir to drop like that to a couple of slag. Oh, who would have expected to drop like that to a couple of slag? I'm still wondering what happened. He had hundreds of dead slag to his name. I don't get it. So there's a bit of mystery there. Just happens sometimes. No big moment. I'm sure it surprised him even more than us. Although I have to wonder. Nah, never mind. Anyway, I'll worry about the warriors. You worry about not doing something stupid. That's asking a lot. What were you holding back about Vognir? I'd rather not say, Hakon. Why not? It's the kind of thing that'd get stuck in your head, and you need a clear one. It's better if you let me worry about it. Sounds important. Tell me. How did Vognir die? He ran into dredge. Wasn't expecting it. When we found him, he was lying face down like he was struck from behind. Did he really get taken down by some random slag? Who else was there? You're thinking Ludin? He probably didn't, but... Damn it! We should keep an eye on that bastard. If you see anything else, tell me. I will. Let's get back to it. So, let me know if you need anything else. I will. So there's a bit of suspicion there, like old Vognir, the leader of the group. How did he die? If he was such a furious warrior, then how did he die to a few dredge? And Ludin was the only one around, so, suspicious. Knew him well, didn't you? Vognir? No. Well, I don't know. I remember him. Always rushing around with some important business, but I never knew him. Never got a chance to talk much. Longer than I did, in any case. I suppose so. When he spoke, Val listened. I knew that. I could use help there. The Scrivener leans back, considering the sentiment. I've seen worse. They respect you for your ability to swing an axe. They need to respect you for your actions. But you're not talking to the right Val. Mogur's got some skill there. Most I can do is hold a quill, which you do very well, Ubin. What are you always putting down in that journal? How do you mean? What do I write? I write what happens. They've got a banner in Arberang for that, you know. You mean the long banner? Yes, the Menders wove up something that writes its own history. You want my opinion? I don't trust it. No? It tells a broad story. I think there's some value in the narrow. Whose story does it write? Mine? Theirs? Ludin's? Gods forbid. Ha, you relic. The gods have been dead a long time. Oh, have they? Old habits, I suppose. I heard you were a terror in your day. Do you know how old I am? Dare I ask? I'm competing, you know. No one knows how old we Val can get, naturally. There's one by the name of Snorri. He got a few years on me, just hunkers in Grofheim collecting rhyme. Bastard might actually beat me. Another one named Krumir is close, I think. But the addled son of a bitch is still welcomes a fight. He'll probably be off before I am. Although, the Scrivener gestures around him as if to remind you of your current situation. You chuckle. Anyway, point is, what difference does it make? I'm just a delivery band for Jorundr now. Can't remember half what I've done. Hence the journal. Hence, don't go fancy on my behalf, Haikon. Okay, I won't. What do you suppose happened to the sun? Gods, how should I know? Never seen something like this before. Are you worried? Some of the Val in the caravan think the world's coming to an end. Others think it's the best thing that could happen. No more black months. I'll take it. If it's the end, I'm ready. What about the rest of us? To the depths with you. Ha! Get some rest. Always more marching to do. I've hoofed more hills than a horse born with a grudge. Don't worry about me. Lots of good story there. Let's check out... Where are we? Heroes. Do we have anything that we haven't done with these heroes yet? Oh, we've got Eirik back, so he can go back in there. Oh, we've got a promotion for Hakon, which is nice. Confirm that. And we've got... What do we give him? Now, he is a very heavy hitter, but he lacks a bit in the old armor department, so I'm going to put them both in armor. And this is more of knowledge from playing him before. He can take a hit fairly badly, so that's why I want to strengthen him up. Same with this guy. I think that's it. Yeah, cool. I love the Val. They're so good, fucking awesome. They just look awesome and they're cool and they're, yeah, big Viking giant. I don't think there's anything else that we're missing. Let's leave! Dun, da, da. We might not get a battle in this episode. So much story going on. I love the caravan animations and stuff. Look at that, says Mogur. In the hills, more dredge. No more than a dozen, though. We could just as easily pass by as rush up there to slaughter them. Ludin overhears. That's a dozen dredge heading towards Strand, he says. You ask him when he started to care about Strand. I don't, he replies. I thought you did. It'd be a waste of time. Strand can handle that. Mogur sends some warriors to take care of it. We'll deal with it ourselves. Well, I would say we'll deal with it ourselves, I guess. But To change things up a little, I'm going to end the episode right here because I think a battle would take us a little bit too long, and even though this is a little bit too shy of a good length, I try to aim for between 15 and 20 minutes, and I do keep an eye on a clock as I'm playing, but sometimes I go over, sometimes I go under, you know. This time I'm going to leave it here, and we'll keep this as a fairly story-heavy episode, and then maybe next episode we'll get a couple of battles in, which will be nice. So I reckon we'll definitely deal with it ourselves, just because I like doing the battles. But we will leave it for now and come back next time. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode. Goodbye.